Hello everyone, so I thought in this video I'd go through some satellite imagery that we have, both showing strikes on Iranian targets and also Iran's own counterstrikes against American bases in the Middle East. These images were shared over the past few days and I've waited until I've had more to look at so I can see it in bulk. So we're going to start off with the most recent images shared, which show the Bushehr naval facility in Iran. This looks primarily to be a repair and maintenance base. It's described by the uploader as a naval facility, but many of the boats here don't look to be naval ones, they just look to be generic various craft. We can see a couple of naval boats here as well. At the top, what looks to be a patrol boat or landing craft which is highlighted in yellow being repaired, and on the right highlighted in red, a group of 5 light patrol boats. So this is a mixed facility. And here is the aftermath. So each of the repair and maintenance buildings here took a direct hit. These are very accurate strike. 6 impacts seen, each one landing bang in the middle of the warehouse in question, destroying what's inside as the missiles would have penetrated and detonated inside the buildings. The 5 patrol boats which are to the right near the warehouse have scattered, as you can see. I assume they've been hidden somewhere in the hope that they survive. Next, the next section of the base. This is again the before. Keep an eye on the 3 small patrol boats which are on dry land here, presumably undergoing repairs or maintenance. And here, the aftermath. So firstly, the small facility highlighted in red is completely destroyed. There's a bunch of light patrol boats near it, so I guess this one repairs those. Now, the 3 naval patrol boats, these look like they may have gotten pinged by shrapnel, as there's black marks now visible across them. I don't think they took a direct hit though, otherwise they'd be destroyed completely. At the bottom though, you can see a ship has capsized. This isn't a military ship, just a generic knackered boat, and it's either got knocked over by the shockwave or is plain dead in the hopes that it won't be targeted in future. And here's this base zoomed out. Let's check our next target. So these images here are from Iran's Hamadan airbase. So here you can see interestingly that America targeted the runways here to render them inoperable. And check out the accuracy of these hits as well. The craters all hitting right bang in the middle of the runways and the taxiways, cratering them so no aircraft can take off from it, pretty much grounding Iran's air force to a halt. This image was taken on March the 4th, so a few days after the start of the American operations against Iran. The imagery doesn't capture any damage to the base's infrastructure, but I have to assume that was hit as well, especially because the aircraft now are sitting ducks and can't be moved. I can't see America and Israel letting this base off the hook, so the runways were created first to ground the fighter jets and then just pick them off, presumably. Here's a Google map view of the airbase, so you can see it's a pretty big one, and this is here zoomed out in the western part of Iran. And we can see the same again here. These images are from Tabriz International Airport, and once more you can see that America and Israel first targeted the runway to crater it, and then again, these strikes slap bang in the middle of the runways and the taxiways here. So, extremely accurate strikes once more. You can also see on the first image that an aircraft was destroyed, highlighted in red. We can't tell which aircraft this was. Second image shows a destroyed F-5 fighter jet. Now I'm not sure how this was identified as being an F-5. I can only assume either prior satellite images showing it here, or, more likely, America shared the video of this being hit and it was geolocated to be in this spot. Image 3. A crater for a missile strike on the taxiway here, and in the top right, more importantly, an aircraft, identified as being an F-4. Bit of a sad loss since the F-4 is a bit of a legend. And this image, a destroyed building. Not sure what type of building this is or the purpose it serves. 2 hangars were hit here, but we can't tell what was inside at the time, if anything. These look like aircraft hangars, so very possibly some jet or another was hitting this one too. Here's Tabriz aircraft, shown here on Google Maps, zoomed out near the city of Tabriz. Now let's have a look at Iran's counterattacks against America. Iran seems to have been focusing on hitting America's radars, a good strategy. These systems are fairly expensive, some of them are in limited supply, and hitting these will blind the air defense and make the American bases in Middle Eastern cities and countries around much more vulnerable than they are. So I can see Iran's tactics here. The first image I have for you is from Qatar. This shows the destruction or supposed severely damaging of a AN-FPS-132 phased array radar in Dahal, Qatar. This is it on the northeastern radar face facing Iran, with debris picked up by the satellite imagery and water runoff reported from firefighting. This looks like a drone strike here, flying in low to hit it. If this is the case, then it's a very accurate strike. Now, reports online say that this is a very important strike, and the destruction of these radars and the ANFPS 132 in Qatar and the ANTPS 59 in Bahrain could take years to replace. This is a report by Foreign Policy. They say it may take 5 to 8 years and over 1 billion to rebuild the ANFPS 132, and between 12 to 24 months and between 50 to 75 million for the ANTPS 59, with replacement further complicated by reliance on gallium, which is 98% controlled by China. So, a big strike here. One in Bahrain, the ANTPS 59 is this one. We've seen this satellite imagery before, so just a quick look at it here. This was hit very early by Iran, one of their earliest strikes. And the Qatar radar is here, so covering the Persian Gulf. Also hit by Iran here is this image. This shows Rafaq al-Salti Air Base in Jordan, and this is the destruction of an ANTPY-2 forward base X-band radar, the primary radar for the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, also known as THAAD. Some news sources reported that 2 other such radars may have been hit, and these are important targets, but that isn't confirmed yet as far as I know, with imagery or photos. We also have a photo from the ground here, showing the badly damaged radar after the strike. The THAAD radar is here, so guarding a major American base in Jordan. This is here zoomed out. Now THAAD is this. It stands for Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, and it's an anti-ballistic missile defense system, designed to intercept missiles in the terminal phase, so descent or re-entry. It doesn't have a warhead and relies on kinetic impact to destroy the missile. It's a pretty cool system as demonstrated by the graphic here showing how exactly this works. America has 8 batches of them, so not a huge number. Each battery consists of 1 launcher truck with 6 launch tubes, 1 radar and 3 control systems. This is probably Iran's biggest victory yet, taking one of these out. I don't know if America has just 8 of these radars built, or if they built extra ones as a reserve, in case one was damaged or destroyed or needed maintenance. Having extra makes the most sense to me. Finally, this is the before and after here from Can Arjifan, another major airbase of America's. On screen now is the before, and here the after. This is zoomed out, so it's hard to see the damage, but the highlighted areas here are the ones that were hit. So, let's zoom in. We have 1 strike on some storage areas. These aren't aircraft hangars, they look like general storage for a base. Considering the lack of cook-off or destruction here, I don't think ammunition. I think just general base equipment and storage, but still a good strike. This one could be more important. A good strike here on a building near a taxiway. Doesn't look like a hangar to me, could be some sort of repair facility or fuel storage or something like that. Another storage facility hit here. This one was hit hard and you can see a lot of fire damage. There's a bunch of trucks here, so it is a storage depot of some kind. I don't know what for. Maybe something quite valuable or exploded given the damage we can see. Finally, the biggest cheese of the lot here, the radar area. 5 radomes here completely destroyed, as well as successful hits on nearby buildings. So again, Iran's tactics here are quite obvious. Hit the radars. Now I'm not sure what purpose all of these radars serve, but I don't think all of them will be air control or air detection radars. Some of them will be communication radomes and similar. But again, very good work by Iran hitting these, taking out the radars and the communication. It's going to both leave the American bases more vulnerable to airstrikes and make the American operation more difficult. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. A nice compilation of satellite imagery here, both showing Iranian targets and American targets hit. Iran is certainly being hit hard, no question about it. But Iran is also firing back and has had some success in hitting American radar systems. So I'm not surprised to see that America has asked Ukraine for some of its interceptor drones to try and keep the radar safe. Hope you found the video interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much and take care, everybody.
Hello everyone, greetings from the Ukrainian Volunteer Center. We are now opening a fundraiser for a unit in the Donetsk region. The request is simple, but it is vital. We need 2 EcoFlow, power, communication, charge drones and equipment. 100 CAT tourniquets to save lives in case of injuries. We raise funds abroad because support know no borders. We publish report, we transfer funds directly. If you can help, now is the time. The goal is $4,000. Thank you to everyone who support us. With love from Ukraine.